everyone. Welcome back to Phrase of the Day, the podcast where we bring a little English and inspiration to your daily conversations. I'm Abigail, and here with me is my co-host Christina. How's it going, Christina?
Hi Abigail, I'm doing great, thanks. And hello to all our listeners. We hope you're finding these daily phrases helpful. This is week two's set, so we're diving into 5 new phrases that you will define what to use. Let's make your English a little more dynamic.
Absolutely. This week's phrases are super useful, especially for when things don't go as planned. You know the times when things break down, blow up, or you need a little backup. So, Christina, why do we think solve is the first phrase? Break down,
Breakdown.
break down.
Sure thing. Breakdown can actually mean a couple of things.
You know, that actually happened to me last week. I had this big report due, and just as I was about to submit it, my computer completely broke down. It was so stressful, but I managed to keep my cool and not break down emotionally.
Nice work, Abigail. I would probably panicked. You stayed calm under pressure. I think we all had moments when something important breaks down at the worst possible time. But staying calm really helps.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on to our second phrase. Bring up.
Bring up.
Bring up. Now, this one's great for conversations. It means to introduce a topic, especially something you want to discuss. Like, let's say you want to talk about a new idea at work. You might say, I'd like to bring up a new idea during our team meeting.
Right. And bringing up topics is a truthful way to make conversations flow better. For example, you wouldn't bring up something serious when everyone's relaxing and joking around. Timing is key.
Totally agree, Christina. Speaking of timing, our next phrase, back up.
Back up.
Backup is something you might want to consider before any big meeting or important project. Backup can mean supporting someone or creating a copy of data in case you lose it.
Actually, exactly. For instance, let's say you have an important presentation. You might ask a colleague, can you back me up if I get nervous? Or if you're working on a big project, it's wise to back up your files, meaning a copy of everything so you don't lose your hard work.
Oh, absolutely. I always back up my files on a USB drive, and they could just losing your work is never fun, especially if your computer breaks down like we mentioned earlier. Having a backup can save the day.
Smart move, Abigail. Okay, our fourth phrase today is blow up.
Blow up.
Blow up. Now, this one can mean two different things as well. One is can mean literally explode, like when something practically blows up, or it can mean very angry if someone blows up during an argument.
Yeah, this is a strong phrase. Imagine you forget someone's birthday and they blow up at you. That means they got really upset. But it doesn't always have to be negative. For example, if we're planning a celebration, we might blow up some balloons to decorate. So it's a versatile phrase depending on the situation.
That's right. Blow up can mean something intense, whether it's a burst of anger or a big, fun explosion of balloons at a party. Just make sure you're using it in the right context.
Good point. Now our last phrase for today is bump into.
Bump into.
Bump into. This one's favorite of mine because it's all about those unexpected moments. It means to meet someone unexpectedly, like when you're out and you just bump into an old friend you haven't seen in years.
Yes, and those surprise aircomes come with some of the best moments. Imagine you're going to a grocery store for a quick endure and you bump into a former teacher or an old classmate. Suddenly, you're having a fun connection that you didn't expect, and it can really make your day.
Exactly. Last week, I actually bumped into an old friend, bumped into my cousin at the library, and we ended up catching up over an hour. It was totally unplanned, but so nice to reconnect.
That's one of fun things about bumping into people. You just never know when it will happen. But it often brings a smile to your face. So listeners, let's recap today's phrases real quick.
Sure thing, Christina. We have breakdown, which can mean something stops working or losing control emotionally. Bring up, to introduce a topic in conversations. Back up, to support someone or make a copy of data. Blow up, to explode or get very angry, and bump into to meet someone unexpectedly.
Thanks, Abigail, and to all our listeners. We encourage you to try these phrases in your conversations this week. Practice makes perfect, and these expressions can put a lot of depth to your English speaking.
Definitely. Try using them with your friends or family, or even just when you're thinking to yourself. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel. Thanks for tuning in to Phrase of the Day with us.
Yes, thank you everyone. We'll be back next week with more phrases to keep your English growing. Until then, happy learning and keep practicing.